Vasaman kurote Kore tukiyan annegatiyang Janam darendram Mahapakadang matang Tasagala samrang Taranam Jaise pavika kasate Vasaman kurote Jaise pavika kasate Vasaman kurote Vasaman kurote Kore tukiyan annegatiyang Janam darendram Mahapakadang matang Tasagala samrang Taranam Jaise pavika kasate Vasaman kurote Jaise pavika kasate Vasaman kurote Vasaman kurote Kore tukiyan annegatiyang Janam darendram Mahapakadang matang Tasagala samrang Taranam Jaise pavika kasate Vasaman kurote Jaise pavika kasate Vasaman kurote Vasaman kurote Kore tukiyan annegatiyang Janam darendram Mahapakadang matang Tasagala samrang Taranam Jaise pavika kasate Vasaman kurote Jaise pavika kasate Vasaman kurote Vasaman kurote Kore tukiyan annegatiyang Janam darendram Mahapakadang matang Tasagala samrang Taranam Jaise pavika kasate Vasaman kurote Jaise pavika kasate. Good day, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come to sit with a straight spine. Good to be here with you. Okay. Spine is tall. Rubbing the palms together. And then press the thumbs to the sternum, press the palms together, keep these elbows out wide. So there's like, this is a real yogic posture. It's not, and we're not coming at it from a religious sense. This prayer pose balances your magnetic field, makes your brain like instantly more alert. 5 to 10 pounds of pressure between the palms, thumbs into the sternum, spine tall, chin in, chest out, elbows out wide. Feel that kind of synchronization, that balancing that's happening, and close the eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deep and full through the nose. Exhale deep through the nose. And inhale deep to tune in. And if you're new, you'll listen and you'll copy the sounds here. And if you know this, you're vibrating your whole body like an instrument, feeling and moving and listening to your own sound. Inhale. Guru Namu. Inhale. Hold the breath. Squeeze the root lock, the rectum, sex organs, and navel, and then roll the eyes up and in. Exhale. Inhale. Ad Gure Name Jugad Gure Name Sad Gure Name Siri Gure Name Ad Gure Name Jugan Gune Nami Sad Gune Nami Sitting Gune Nami Ad Gune Nami Jugan Gune Nami Sad Gure Nami Sitting Gure Nami. Inhale. Press the palms together. Visualize bright, protective light all around you. Exhale, relax. Okay. So we are going to do what we do today, which is a whole tuning up of yourself with the breath and the mantra and the movement from the yogic teachings of Kundalini Yoga. So this will be a nice, energizing, invigorating series, and anyone can do it, any body, any levels, any age, and you can just adjust for your body. Before we begin, a note on that is the order of importance in Kundalini Yoga. Just in case you're in a position where you can't do some of the physical postures, the number one thing in a class or anytime you're practicing is the sound, is the mantra. That's actually the most important thing, because that's the frequency which changes everything. So as you're moving through the class, you're mentally chanting a mantra, like inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Sat Nam means truth is my identity, or Waheguru, or any mantra that you like. But mantra is most important, and then breath comes next. So you're breathing really deeply. If you have to modify a posture, you're going to breathe really deeply and powerfully and strongly, usually through the nose, unless I say otherwise. And then comes the movement. So if you can do some of these, postures fully in your body, do them, but don't think that you're necessarily missing out if you can't, because there's a lot of energy to grab from the breath and from the sound. And then we always, close our eyes and visualize yourself doing the posture perfectly, even if you physically are not. And this really does adjust your electromagnetic field to someone who is doing the posture perfectly. So that's the power that we have here. And even though this is virtual, and some of you are with me live, thank you so much. And some of you are tuning in from the future, as we call it. We are creating a collective consciousness. We are creating a collective field. And it takes kind of group consciousness to reach universal consciousness. So there's very much a connection through the TV or the internet. It's real. It's real. So it's happening, and we're creating this collective field, and it's kind of wrapping around the earth, because all of us are in different places around the planet, and creating a web of high frequency, positivity and energy and vitality, which is what we're activating here. So that's one of the benefits, just reminder of why we practice, is so that we can tap into that collective positive current that we're very intentionally broadcasting. And I need to do like a podcast on this, but there's so many beautiful studies now of or just sort of yogic teachings and spiritual teachings around the number of people that it takes to shift. Like it takes just one person to offset one positive person to offset thousands of negative people. So there might be 30 of us or 40 of us or whatever it is. And then, there'll be people in the future. And so that'll be, however many it'll be, 1,000 or whatever. But we're offsetting, this positive current that we create in this session offsets thousands of, negative currents. So that's just how it works. There's this quantum kind of effect. There's an exponential effect of our efforts today. And when you practice, first and foremost, the energy has to come through you. And as a teacher, it's not me, but it comes through me, and then it goes to you, then it goes through you, but then it goes around the earth, and then it goes, to the other people that you touch in your life and all that stuff. So you're sort of circuiting and being used for positivity, goodness, and beyond neurosis, as it were. So anyways, these are just some things that are inspiring me in the power of our practice. Couple words, and then we will do the thing. This coming Thursday, October 2nd, we are beginning my membership, my first time doing a monthly membership program, and it's called The Flow. Some of you know this. Some of you signed up already. Thank you. We're so excited. And I'll keep showing up on YouTube next weekend. I don't think I can be here, but as you know, every other week, every other day after that should be fine. Every other Sunday, as much as possible. So anyways, we'll keep showing up on YouTube and in other ways, but we wanted to create this sort of container for us to continue to grow together, but also have a life outside of Kundalini Yoga. The teaching is, you do you, like you live your life, you do whatever you're into, and then you add Kundalini Yoga, and you see how it influences your life and changes your day-to-day and changes your preferences and maybe adjusts your personality and all these kinds of things. But you don't have to change who you are. You just add it. And I want to do something that was more sustainable than us being together every day, since that's a little bit not totally helpful for people who have lives and things to do. So it's a program where we meet a couple times a week and grow together in a thematic way, and we're working very intently on some things. And I'm not going to get too much into that, but I'm mentioning it because I wanted to talk about the concept of the flow, and I really appreciate these words from the master who brought Kundalini Yoga to the West. Everyone, in the eastern part of the world, they know what Kundalini Yoga is. Not a lot of people practice it, but what we call Kundalini Yoga is a method to become nothing, so that everything can flow through you. That's all it is. Kundalini Yoga is a method to become nothing, so that everything can flow through you. That's all it is. I'm going to say one more time, since it's in nod, it's in a certain pattern that changes your brain when you read it. The sentence. Kundalini Yoga is a method to become nothing, so that everything can flow through you. That's all it is. So we're going to tap into a little bit of that flow in the practice today. But the reason I called this thing that we're about to enter the flow portal is because there's very much a releasing of resistance that needs to happen for us to continue on, as my shamanic mom would say, the ascension process. But the process of becoming more your higher self, the process of living your destiny, the process of being more fulfilled in your life. The theme I see a lot is there's a sort of a surrender that needs to happen. So a sort of surrender that needs to happen. So you have, free will that we think is, most important and rules all, and it does on the 3-dimensional plane. But when you get into higher dimensions, which that's another talk of how the earth is changing, and we're, in between 3D and 5D now, and you can be in both at the same time. But in a higher dimensional consciousness, it is a surrender to your higher self. It's a surrender to your divine will. And that's how you live in sort of an ecstatic high frequency state all the time. It's not about me and my free will, which is, it's great, but you basically uplink your free will to what we would see your higher self, your angelic self, and you let that cosmic energy run through you. And then that, just become a vessel for the divine or the infinite. And that's kind of how you become a living saint. I like to use that word because we have an idea of what we think a saint is, but there are saints everywhere, and they're among us. Along a lot of other things, there are also saints, and they're everyday people who are projecting the divine will and goodness and compassion in their lives. So that's an opportunity that we have to step into the flow of not resisting, and the flow of letting, and the flow of enjoying our lives, which is a magnetic, beautiful thing. If you ever met somebody who likes being alive, they're really great to be around, right? So it's a gift, and it's a mirror and a remembrance of how precious being here is when we live that way, and we find other people who live that way. So that's a little bit of what we're initiating into in the coming weeks, is breaking through blocks of kind of limitations that we've perceived, or stories we've had that have kept us small. And then start stepping back and letting the divine flow through us, which will make you more creative and more resourceful and more fulfilled, and enjoy the process of life, as it were, beyond what we previously perceived was possible. So that's what's inspiring me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And let's get into the thing. Come into cat-cow. Come on the hands and knees. Also, good job getting through those last two eclipses. You're doing cat-cow. You're on your hands and knees. You're inhaling head, neck, shoulders, sit bones up, and you're exhaling, curling under. And I'll join you there in a second. You're moving the spine, and you're breathing with the movement. Inhaling up, exhaling under. Yeah, the eclipses, I sent some newsletter out where I was like, you don't have to destroy your life. It doesn't have to be hard. And then shit went down for everyone. So sometimes it's supposed to happen. Sometimes, you do have to let things go and enter a new door. We talked about that a lot. And I think that happened for a lot of people in this last eclipse cycle. But good job riding those cosmic waves, because now we're in a new dimensional space, and we want to sort of take it higher and higher in the best way through the end of the year here. In your cat-cow here, you are listening to the sound of your breath. Make it a little deeper, please. Deep through the nose, eyes closed. And once the spine is warm, you can move as quickly as you would like in this posture.
Gore tukian ane kaitiyang janam darendram mahapakadang matang kasagala samrang tarana manane jaise pavik kasate basamang karote jaise pavik kasate basamang karote basamang karote Gore tukian ane katiyang janam darendram simran taran manane jaise pavik kasate bas mangarote jaise pavik kasate bas mangarote bas mangarote gore tukiya nan gadiyang janam darendram mahapakadam matang sagal samram taran manane jaise pavik kasate bas mangarote jaise pavik kasate bas mangarote bas mangarote gore tukiya nan gadiyang janam darendram mahapakadam matang sagal samram taran manane jaise pavik kasate bas mangarote jaise pavik kasate bas mangarote bas mangarote
Inhale deeply, arch up. Hold the breath, roll the eyes up, press the tongue up. You're in cow pose, and then you exhale, you curl under into cat pose, and you press into your hands, chin into the chest, all the breath out. Inhale, exhale into child's pose, sit back on the heels. And forehead to the floor in front of you, and extend the arms forward, palms touch. Focus at the brow point. Slow down the breath through the nose. Your forehead is on the floor, close to the floor. Arms are stretched forward and your palms are touching. Meditate at the space between the eyebrows, where your intuitive center sits. Express your gratitude for this life, this body, all the resources, all the opportunities, all the support, all the beauty that you hold. Everything that's led us to this moment, everything we've learned. And then make an offering or a prayer or an intention from here into the future, please. Just set a simple intention.
gore tukiya nan gadiyang janam darendram mahapakadam matang sagal samram taran manane jaise pavik kasate bas mangarote
Inhale.
jaise pavik kasate bas
Exhale.
mangarote bas mangarote
And rise up and come to sit. So how we can enter the flow. Number one is getting more energy in the system. That is why we're always saying that around here. It's the common denominator between all of us. Whatever your goals are, I just want to feel better. I need to get healthy. I need more money. I need a better relationship. I want to be, more creative. I want to be more disciplined. Whatever it is, we need more energy to do it. The only reason it hasn't been done is because we haven't had enough prana or chi to overcome sort of thought forms that don't serve us, patterns and habits that don't serve us. This is very much how we run things in the Kundalini system, is get a surge of more breath energy in, and then repattern the mind to a more beneficial pattern. So you don't even have to know what I did wrong or what I need to get rid of or what I should drop. You just repattern yourself and your problems drop themselves. You don't have to analyze them or grieve them or whatever. You can if you want to, but this is a very quick way to adjust. It's very cool. So the number one thing to getting into the flow is getting more energy, and then sort of having this container for accountability wherever you need it, and then community that has this similar ideal. All of us, like, we're going to do our Kriya now, but I will say in the studios that I've worked in over the years, it's like spiritual community is a freak show. Like, all of us are so different. And our common denominator is like our value of connecting to our own soul and other people who want to express themselves uniquely and uplift others and all this kind of stuff. And it's just like the best thing ever. But these are people you may never meet. You know, all of us on YouTube right now, you may never connect with in normal life, in your circles of friends and how you present yourself in the world. But we're all very connected now on this beautiful, like, heart-centered way. So there's a power in that. That's like modern day enlightened society. All of us in our own special way being here. Okay, we're going to do some toning things up. You're seated in easy pose. You're grasping the waist. You're going to apply pressure with your thumbs on where your kidneys are, grabbing your waist. The thumbs are on the back, and there's like a kidney point in acupuncture. You don't have to know where it is perfectly, but your hands are going to be on your hips, and the thumbs will be like pressed with a little bit of pressure into the back, and you can kind of find this kidney point. If you don't find it, don't worry, but that's the posture. Okay, and we're going to twist left and right with a double breath here. So you inhale, exhale, like this. It almost becomes like a breath of fire, but you're going to inhale every time you come center and exhale every time you turn to the sides, all right? We're on the clock here. And you can, of course, go slower than I'm going, but you're going to twist left and right. Keep up. Apply full pressure where the thumbs are. Inhale and exhale powerfully as you twist left. Inhale and exhale powerfully as you twist right. And the swing is going to put a pressure on the kidneys, which helps flush them out with each breath. It's our inner organs and our skin that takes the burden of when we sort of, don't handle things emotionally. When we just kind of ignore them, the body can start to hold it in ourselves, and we want to kind of detox a little bit of that out. We're getting the breath in to help move that. And the breath is soul food. The breath will connect you to your infinite nature. The breath will open up new channels in your mind for you to have a clarity. But then the movement is a really kind thing we're doing for our organs here. Keep breathing powerfully. And you want to find a little rhythm here, swinging side to side. This is the posture that we're in the longest. It's a short Kriya today, but we're going to do our best. And listen to these warrior chants. Such good tracks. This album is White Sun 2. And there's a bunch of tracks on this album that are from yogic warrior texts, so they will remove fear from the system. Access your invincible nature that no longer kind of entertains the doubts or the excuses or the self-abuses, as we say. Good, keep twisting. Very good. Keep up, home stretch. Keep going. Asked my boyfriend for tissues and he's just like throwing them at me. This is how men work. You gotta love it, you know? Like he did complete the task, but he's throwing them at me. Okay. Breathe deep through the nose. We are in the last minute. Center. Hold the breath. And exhale. Very good. Now we're going to immediately come to stretch the legs straight out in front of you. Shake out the legs, stretch them out. And we'll come into back platform pose rhythmically with breath of fire. So you raise yourself from flat up on your stomach into cobra and then lower yourself back down like this. Your hands are under the shoulders. And we'll do breath of fire, lifting the hips up and back down. Okay, you're on the clock. Go with it. Go. Breath of fire is an equal inhale and exhale through the nose. Just creates a pocket of a steady rhythm. If you're new to it, just practice it. It's never strained. You can focus on sniffing the air in and letting the exhale happen. And as you're doing the breath of fire, lifting the hips up and down, legs straight. Now, and the head stays up there. If you need to modify in any way, I don't care, but do your best. Breathe, because it's getting like such a beautiful flush through the organs in the center of the body. Keep going. You're on the clock. What we don't realize is the stagnation in our hips, in our pelvis, and in these organs really affects the brain. And this is one of those postures that your brain should be much sharper after. Do your best here. We're going to relieve the pressure on the kidneys. It's sexier than it sounds, don't worry. It's all going to benefit. If for some reason you had to relax the posture, you'd keep this breath going and you do this cleansing breath of fire. Oh, but if you're pregnant or on the beginning of your cycle as a woman, no breath of fire. Do this with long, deep breath, please. I sometimes forget to mention. Okay, keep up, keep up. did this Kriya a couple weeks ago, and I was humbled by this posture. I was like, why does this hurt? Why is it hard for me? You know, and it's just, if it's something you don't do every day, and if the body's carrying stress, it'll feel challenging, but move through it, because it becomes very healing. We do get to relax at some point and integrate it. You feel the flush of where the kidneys are in the back, where your thumb was pressing. There's a flood of energy there. That's a good thing. Keep going. It's taking a pressure off the load of which the organs carry. Okay, we have 15 seconds. The kidneys are connected to this primal creative energy. So that's something that gets unlocked when they're flushed and reset. Press the hips up. Inhale. And exhale, lower the hips down. And immediately come to lie on the belly, please. So you can roll over or come however you want, but come to lie on the stomach. Now with the rhythm and breath of fire, you're going to raise and lower yourself here heavily. Lying on the belly, hands under the shoulders. Inhale up, exhale down. With breath of fire. Good, we're halfway there. And then we get meditative. So this is it, less than a minute. Keep your cleansing breath going. Breath of fire is beautifying, energizing, increases your radiance. It's such an amazing tool that we have. 30 seconds up and down with breath of fire. You're in the posture, keep up for 15 seconds. Inhale, press up. And exhale. And gently come to sit. Come up to sit, please. I think I said this class would be 9 a.m. to 9:40. I might have said that somewhere. I try, but we do have to end before 10. Not today, but in our future days, because we're going to transition into the private program at 10 a.m. on Saturdays. Anyways, just getting us to all sit up, pay attention, come to sit. And close the eyes, please. You're going to have your hands in Gyan Mudra at the knees, thumb and index finger touch. Close the eyes. We're going to go right into this, where you're going to concentrate both at the third eye point and at the navel. So the place just under the belly button where all your power is. And there's a flow. There's a flow of energy up and down between these 2 points, between your creative center and the third eye, between your solar center and the third eye, between the navel point and the brow point. Concentrate at both the navel and the third eye, and the flow of energy between. That's the focus. You have to sort of become subtle to tap into it. Concentrate at the navel and the third eye. Begin to realize and feel the flow of energy between the two. And then please mentally meditate on the sound of Ek Onkar. As you're concentrating at this flow, navel to third eye, you're going to mentally recite, mentally meditate Ek Onkar. There's lots of other mantras, but there's just those 3 sounds now. Keep mentally meditating and listening, mentally reciting with the flow of the movement. Ek Onkar, primal creative sound. Concentrate, please. Stay where you are, concentrating on this flow of energy. And bring the mind to a very positive space, a space of gratitude. Think of a positive thought. Use the power of your mind to create good. We're going to nurture our intentions and our projection with this sound that completely reverses negativity. And we're just chanting for a very short time together. The mantra is Ekonkar Satgur Prasad, Satgur Prasad, Ekonkar. And we do it on one breath. Inhale, please. Ekonkar Sadgur Prasad, Sadgur Prasad, Ekonkar. 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 Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Now keep the breath held while you move the navel. And exhale, relax. Come to lie on the back to relax, please. Satnam. Inhale. Exhale. Wiggle your fingers and your toes and roll your wrists and your ankles. Rock and roll forward and back on the spine, knees into the chest. Roll up to sit. Bring the palms together. I'm going to continue to project out goodness and positivity with the power that we've created from this mantra we used. So direct the mind in a positive current now and throughout the day. We'll project out this blessing over you and everything you love and care for, all your goals, your dreams, your ambitions, your intentions. And then we'll send it around the planet to everyone who needs it, known or unknown. Inhale. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Satnam. Thank you, everyone. Awesome job. Way to hang. What can I say? Very excited, even though I seem like chill. We had a crazy night. I got taken to a concert, and then of course I had to stay up and do yoga because it was the middle of the night. I was like, oh, what a perfect time to stay awake. And here we are, but we made it to our 9 a.m. class. I'm very excited for this week. So excited. I don't think I can make it to next Sunday's YouTube at 9 Eastern. But if I can, I will put it out here on YouTube, and I'll put a note on all other channels so that you're aware of it. But should be good otherwise. And then on Thursday, we open up this flow portal. If anyone's interested, I'll put the link in the chat. Thank you, everyone. And the flow is, it's some live sessions. We have live sessions every week. And then we have a portal of content for you to develop a deeper relationship with your own practice on your own. And then we have like a community chat. And then we have workshops, deeper meditations on days of celestial potency and power. And it's very much a goal-oriented container, honestly, the flow. You don't have to have that, but it's very much centered around using the energy that we gather through the practice to project on what really matters and kind of hold each other accountable for personal goals and progress in our lives. So our weekly sessions in the Flow Portal are the Prosperity Club, which happens every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And that is a special meditation and a deep practice to dismantle what we perceive as our limitations, and to reach an elevated destiny, and to increase our resources and our abundance and how much we can share and how much we can give. That's the power of Thursday night's Prosperity Club. And we very much like set specific intentions in that energy field and hold each other to it. On Sundays in the flow portal, I don't know what's happening to my voice. On Sundays in the flow portal, we'll have a 10 a.m. Weekly mind reset, where we have like a self-assessment. You kind of assess your personal progress really between you and you, unless you want to share or you need support or you have questions. You assess your personal progress on things that matter to you. Self-assessment is a really powerful tool. A lot of us are afraid to use it, but we're going to get into that because it creates immense progress very quickly. And we'll do a mind cleansing, a heavy mind cleansing breath to reset the week every Sunday in the portal. And then we have a Tuesday morning, Tuesday 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Destiny Fitness. There's no way I can ever say the word fitness and you guys are excited. Nobody wants to do it. But I'm really excited to use the Tuesday session to go into deeper, longer, really beautiful Kundalini Kriyas that I never have time to teach, because the celestial workshops are really about deep meditation. These classes are about like quick energy. The YouTube classes are about quick energy, so in the portal we'll have a Tuesday session that will be a long, powerful Kriya, which it's a rare opportunity. So that's what's happening. Bless you all. Have a beautiful Sunday. Have a beautiful week. I'm so happy we're through the eclipses. We did it. I'm glad your kidneys are feeling good, everyone. Check out the portal. We start this Thursday. You can join a little bit after if you need to, but it's encouraged to join at the beginning of the cycle so that you can get in the proper alignment and set your intentions and synchronize with us all. So, okay. What else can I say? I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful week. And I also intend to add more things to the YouTube. Keep showing up on the YouTube and share some shorter, accessible practices for everyone. Sana. See you soon.
So we stand now to see the earth rise, holding our hearts in these times. Let go of all these tears, release now all the fear. Behold the light now in you, let it rise up and let it come through. Behold the light now in you, let it rise up and let it come through. So we can be united like the sunbeams, unafraid to believe now in this dream. Oh protection, oh the earth seedlings, oh generations can go on breathing. Behold the light now in you, let it rise up and let it come through. Behold the light now in you, let it rise up and let it come through. See the hatred start now to simmer on down, arms be placed upon the crown. See now the pain now to soul by love. For this angels in us, look to the depth of our eyes, not skin, connecting with our soul and the power within. Unite all the voices together, we sing now. It's the birds now joining in. Behold the light now in you, let it rise up and let it come through. Behold the light now in you, let it rise up and let it come through. So even children left now all alone, they will find a rock, they will find a stone. It's one world responsibility, and all rivers are made from streams.